Hi, this is 5 Minute Theology. I'm Ryan Gupta, and today we will be discussing the significance of the 6 stone water jars in the wedding feast. What is the message behind the 6 stone water jars? To understand his reason, we have to remember that the book of John was written about 50 years after this miracle took place. So John is now writing 50 years after Jesus did this miracle. So now John is looking back and he wants us to see the symbolism of these things in the miracle. Let's first look at the number 6. What does the number 6 mean or represent in the Bible? The number 6 is symbolic of man because man was created on the 6th day. If you look at Revelation 13:18, it reads, "This calls for wisdom. Let the one who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So in the Bible, 6 is a number of man. 7 is a number of perfection, so 6 is a number of imperfection. Now let's talk about the reason for the stone jars. Why does John tell us that these jars were stone water jars? What were they used for? Let's look at John 2:6 and 7. It reads, "Now there were 6 stone water jars there for the Jewish rites of purification, each holding 20 or 30 gallons. Jesus said to the servants, 'Fill the water jars with water,' and they filled them up to the brim." Now you can see why these water jars were there. The passage tells us they were there for the rites of purification. So the water jars were used for religious cleansing. Some of the Jews believed that outward washing produced inward purity. Let's look at Mark 7:1-5. It reads, "Now when the Pharisees gathered to him with some of the scribes who had come from Jerusalem, they saw that some of his disciples ate with hands that were defiled, that is, unwashed. For the Pharisees and all the Jews do not eat unless they wash their hands properly, holding to the traditions of the elders. And when they come from the marketplace, they do not eat unless they wash. And there are many other traditions that they observe, such as the washing of cups and pots and copper vessels and dining couches." And the Pharisees and the scribes asked him, "Why do your disciples not walk according to the traditions of the elders, but eat with defiled hands?" So these stone jars in this wedding, they are a picture of the Jewish external purification system. It's a picture of man's effort to make himself holy and righteous with rituals apart from faith in Christ. And notice that John tells us that these jars were made of stone. That's a picture of the hardness of the people's heart. And also he tells us that they were, well, we know that they were empty because Jesus said to fill it with water. So it's a picture of the people's spiritual condition. They were empty and they were hard and dry. So John is simply saying that Jesus came at a time when many of the Jews had developed a lot of man-made rituals and were trying to become righteous by their own human effort. But like those water jars, their hearts had become hard and empty, and the religious rituals could not truly satisfy them. The stone jars had run out of water, but the true rock was there, ready to give them living water. So John is telling us that these 6 stone water jars, they are a picture of human effort, human ritual, man's effort to make himself righteous and holy without faith in Christ. And this was exactly what the Jewish people were doing, some of them, at the time Jesus came. Thank you for listening. God bless you.